Hey, this is Denise from Dueling Bunnies. I'm going to give a Gravekeeper deck profile. This deck topped 8 last locals. Jonathan also topped 8. Excuse the cast on my hand. I have a work injury, so I'm going to try directing with my left hand. First two cards I want to talk about is Malefic Stardust Dragon. This card definitely sees going to be getting a lot more play now in Gravekeeper decks, only because of the format with Heavy Storm and 3 MSTs. Necro Valley is definitely in a tough spot. This protects Necro Valley, so there's nothing to worry about there. Commandant searches Necro Valley, thins out the deck a little bit, and also the 2100 beat stick when on the field. 3 Spy, great searcher of the deck, also a great deck thinner. You either search for Recruiter or Guard, which I'll get to now. Recruiter is the floater of the deck, also a great searcher. It searches for itself when it's sent to the graveyard or for Descendant, which is coming next. Descendant is very important. A lot of people in the previous format only ran 2 Descendants. Definitely 3 is now very important. Descendant acts as your MST, and it can also get rid of tough monsters on the field. And then my tech card, tech monster you could say, is Guard. A lot of pure GK decks run 2 Assailants, but now I think Guard's going to see seeing a lot more play. Getting over, since Royal Oppression is banned, there's no getting over special summoning, synchro summoning, seed summoning, so Guard kind of compensates for the lack of Royal Oppression. Spells, obviously 3 Necro Valley. If you're running 2 Necro Valley before this format, you definitely need to be running 3. This is in a very dangerous position, and a Gravekeeper deck without Necro Valley just doesn't work. 2 Steals. Definitely thinking about running 3 now in the format. A lot of people think 3 is much, but you do need to recycle as much as possible to keep field presence. New addition is Wonder Wand. This card is great when equipped to Recruiter. That's probably the only Gravekeeper you're going to want to equip this to, unless you're in a really tight pinch and you need to draw some cards to get something done. You equipped it to Recruiter, you pop Recruiter to the graveyard, you get a search. You get to draw 2 cards, and I mean, you get an advantage over your opponent in hand presence and field presence there. 2 Royal Tributes, game-winning card. You open it first turn, you neg most of their hand, they're top decking at that point, and you can swarm, do whatever you need to do, not to worry. 2 Pot of Duality, adds consistency to the deck. Gravekeepers always have inconsistency issues no matter what you do. Pot of Duality eliminates that. And then the last 2 is Dark Hole and Book of Moon. Traps are 3-dimensional prisons. Now with BLS into the format, we're going to be seeing a lot more Twilight stuff going on. Chaos Sorcerer, stuff like that, where they target their graveyard to remove from play. If you already have their monsters removed from play, then there's nothing that they can do to bring them out. Also, if they do manage to bring out BLS and they attack, you get to remove them from play, not having to worry about that second attack that they have. Solid Brigade, not much to say there. 2 Mind Crushes. This card is very important now in the format. You're going to be seeing a lot of play from this card. Every good deck searches. And if you're a good duelist, you'll remember what your opponent is searching for. So, for example, let's say that I'm doing a mirror matchup and they search with Recruiter for another Recruiter. I can Mind Crush that search, so they would have to neg what they just searched for. You can also, if you're very lucky, if you want to guess, you can really neg their MSTs. There's 3 MSTs in the format. Neg their Veilers, their BLS, their Heavy Storm, whatever you want. But definitely use it when your opponent searches. Trap Dust Shoot. This was something that I was recommended to run, and I'm still in play testing with Mind Crush. But Trap Dust Shoot, definitely when you just want to, when this card works with this, it's better. You use Trap Dust Shoot first, get to see your opponent's hand. You add 1 to their deck, they shuffle, and then you play Mind Crush and get rid of a card that you saw that in their hand that you memorized, so that they can't do anything in their play, just ruin their play completely. So this with this is a deadly combination. and then I run a Mirror Force and a Torrential. Those are your staples. Side deck, the only things that you're going to be running in Gravekeepers, 2 Leviathans, Exceed Summon with Recruiter, very easy. Utopia and Zenmeister. 2 Spies, 2 Descendants, or 2 Guards would work for these. Great cards. This guy, very new, but you can use him to abuse your flip effect. So Guard, you can flip him face down again, flip him face up to get rid of a monster, or Spy to keep special summoning and swarming. And then the other 2 that you're going to be using are Stardust Dragons to bring out Malefic. Without that, Malefic is just a dead draw. So that's pretty much it. That's the Gravekeeper deck. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if there's anything you think I should do. Other than that,